No, I'm just kidding. This video is not about the Patriots. Although, you see my Patriots get that win over the mustard jerseys. I'm sorry, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Earlier today, oh man, what a great win. I didn't think we would win it, honestly. Shout out to the New England Patriots. But this video is not about the Patriots. This video is about my other team, my college football team, the Michigan Wolverines. I was actually at this game, so at the end of this video, if you want to watch some footage that I took from the end of this game, or from going to the game and stuff, I'll have some extra footage I'll put in at the end of this video. But Michigan gets the win at home against the UConn Huskies, 59-0. I mean, we pretty much did what we were supposed to go out there and do, and that is win. So win and dominate. That was pretty much the name of the game. But there was one thing that really stuck out in this game, because there's really not much to talk about. It's the defense. Defense played a phenomenal game. I mean, really didn't allow UConn anything. I mean, we put in our backups a little bit later, honestly, than we did last week against Hawaii. But you know what? It was fine. No matter what was going to happen, we were going to get that shutout. So they had their starters in. UConn did their entire game, and they couldn't get in the end zone. They never even sniffed the end zone, never even sniffed field goal territory, and I believe they only got into Michigan territory a couple of times. So there's that. Quarterback for UConn went 4 for 16 and 17 yards passing in the whole game. So not a very good game for the passing game of UConn. Not really a good day at all, to be honest, for them. But Michigan dominates. Finally, next week, we start Big Ten play and our first real challenge of the season. So we take on the Maryland Terrapins. So, I mean, Maryland's not the greatest Big Ten team in the world, but they're definitely a lot better than the teams we've been playing, so they should definitely be more of a challenge. And then after that, we get our first road game against Iowa. So that'll be at least an offensive challenge. Maybe. We'll see. But Maryland next week. Maryland's got a very tough offense. Defense not so good, but offense is very good. So hopefully we can get the win next week. And I don't doubt that we will. I'm sure we will, and I'm sure we'll be favored pretty big, even though Maryland's much better than the teams we've been playing. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little bit closer. So we'll see what happens. But defense really stuck out in this game, dominated the whole way through. They could do whatever they wanted against this UConn offense. And the offense looked really good as well. Blake Corum is the story of our offense. 5 touchdowns on the ground, only 71 yards, but 5 touchdowns is what everyone's talking about. J.J. McCarthy looked really good, threw for over 200 yards, really accurate with the ball, 15 for 18, I believe, passing. So he doesn't throw a lot of incompletions, doesn't make a ton of mistakes. He's looking good. He didn't have any touchdown passes today, but really high percentage passing and no interceptions. So that's a big thing too. You don't want to see interceptions against UConn. So didn't do that, and threw for over 200 yards too. Lots of backup guys got to play though, especially on offense. I think 7 different players threw a pass for us in this game. That is insane. I think 112 players have gotten to play in a game this season so far. So that's really great to see. That's one of my favorite things that Jim Harbaugh does. He really wants to make sure everyone gets some playing time. I know lots of other coaches do it too, but he takes the players out a little bit earlier than some other teams would. So props to Harbaugh for putting in these guys, letting them get some playing time. They already are starting to look better than they did last week, even in the week before. So I know it's UConn, but what else can we do but go out there and just dominate this game? I mean, that's exactly what we did. We went out and dominated. Michigan gets the dub. yeah, I really didn't want to talk for too long about this because there's not really much to say. Team looked great. If I had one complaint, oh yeah, AJ Henning, he had a punt return that was awesome to see in person. The whole crowd going crazy around you. The whole environment of Michigan Stadium is awesome. Over almost 110,000 people. It was so packed in that stadium that I was literally cramped in between people at one point. Between my buddy Evanccino, who went to the game as well and should have his video up with some footage pretty soon. Yeah, we both had a great time. Went with my grandpa and my sisters, so that was a lot of fun. I wouldn't say I prefer going to Michigan Stadium and watching a game in person over watching it at home, but maybe a once-a-year thing would be awesome to do. So, but yeah, shutout win, and pretty much my first game I've gone to in about 10 years. So, Michigan gets the dub, as they should. And, well, next week we got Maryland. So, thank you guys for watching. And, yeah, here's the footage.
No, for me.
All right, boys. We're in Ann Arbor for the game. Michigan, Connecticut. There's Evanccino back there. This is gonna be exciting.
We're the Sims, by the way.
We stopped at the rest stop.
All right, boys. We're supporting our JJ McCarthy jerseys.
JJ McCarthy.
Oh yes. He's our quarterback. QB1.
QB1. He's gonna throw for some yards.
Yeah.
At least one.
At least 1 yard. At least 1 yard passing. All right, boys. We're at the stadium.
Made it. We got great seats. We're basically right here.
Yes, it's gonna be great. We got here really early. It's only 10. It's not even 10:30 yet.
About an hour and a half till the game starts.
We're just gonna chill.
Just have some fun. Make a day out of it, you know.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully I can.
Get a touchdown over here.
Yeah. Hopefully we get a touchdown on film.
Yeah.
Not from the other team though.
Well, no. If Michigan gets close over here, we'll get our phones out and record.
Yeah.
But it's funny. Let's go blue.
Let's go blue.
We are so glad to work with the greatest people on earth. Now right here coming in first with the beautiful stars and stripes of the United States of America. That's Mr. Prince Bucci, one of our coach coordinators. Prince is one of the best guys all over the world. And you get to see him bringing the national colors to the big house right now. Make sure you can go down as Mr. Prince Bucci brings it in. He's going to set up for a nice into-the-wind landing in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I need you to get up for Mr. Prince Bucci. Mr. Tim Rose, a fellow Green Beret. He's flying in. The game ball right there on his way. You can see it as he flies in. Michigan, get up! Presenting Michigan's Twirlers, Marcy Miller, Ella Dennis, and Zoe Dotz Brown. And now, in her first season as Michigan's Woman of Front, from West Lafayette, Indiana, drum major Rachel Zhang.
79th win for Michigan.
Michigan wins it big, 59-0. Game over.
Fans of college football, we look forward to seeing you homecoming at the Big House.
Yes,
Next
sir.
Saturday,
Expected to win by
September
47 and a
24th
half,
against
and we won by
Maryland.
59.
Game time is
Could have won by
12.
more. Evan, get in the shot, get in the shot, get in the shot. We're really
This is
close.
stadium.
Standing right here. Got some nice view after a dominating win. All right, Evan, let's go blue.
Let's go blue. Let's go.
Yeah. What?
Third and the fourth down.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey.
I wanted to get one last shot of the field.